Guys, it's Amanda. I just want to do a quick video. It's late at night, but sometimes that's when I get my projects done. So I'm just going to show you the kitchen projects I'm working on now. I am cutting up some celery to freeze, doing some Swiss chard, and I'll also show you an apple crisp that I made with our apples. So doing the last stretch of garden stuff, and it's fun. It saves a lot of money, and hopefully we'll enjoy it throughout the next year. All right, first I'll start with the celery. I just cut all of the celery back a couple days ago, just kind of right at the base like that, and then I put it all in a garbage bag. It filled a garbage bag, and it's on the smaller side, but it looks great, and I already used some in a chicken, kind of like a chicken potato soup that I made that my kids loved. So I like using it with carrots and onions and then the celery to make that mixture. I saute it and then I'll add the chicken and the chicken broth and salt and pepper and stuff like that. So, so what I'm doing, I'm just going through it, and if I see stalks that are like brownish like that, I'll just cut them up to where there's green, and if they look good, I'll use that section. So the main sections I'm cutting up here, and I'm going to just saute them just for a little bit so they're cooked, and then I think I'm going to freeze them on a tray, and then I'm going to freeze dry them so that they'll be ready to go. I have tried freezing celery raw before, and I don't really like the taste, so I'm going to try to saute it a little first this time and see if I like that better. And then I'm taking the tops that look good, and I think I'm gonna food process these and then saute them and kind of make like a celery powder out of them. And I should look up a YouTube video and see if people do that. I'm sure other people do that, but because I'm pretty sure I've bought like celery stalk and leaf like dehydrated before from Frontier. So yeah, I don't want those to go to waste, so I'm doing that too. So yeah, you can see I have a ton of celery to do, and I mean some of the browns I'm not going to use, but there is a lot of celery here. Okay, now I'll show you guys this project. This is Swiss chard, and I didn't have a ton of Swiss chard this year, but a groundhog got in our garden and ate some of it. So what I like to do with this is I like to blanch it in boiling water for 3 minutes, and then I'll scoop it out with a strainer and put it in like a bowl or on a cookie sheet to cool off. And then I'll bag these up. These are just like, I just take the main stems out of these. So these are like long strips from beside the stems. I rinse them off, blanch them, and then I'll put them in quart-size Ziploc bags and kind of make like a chunk out of them. Like about half the quart-size Ziploc bag I'll fill up, and then I'll squeeze air out, and then I'll roll the bag over, so it'll be kind of like a rectangular chunk. And then when I'm going to use it in a recipe, I'll thaw it out and I'll chop it up at that point. I just think it seems to freeze a lot better as a chunk, and like no air can get in, and it lasts a long time in the freezer that way. And then over here, I have some tomatoes that were green that are kind of starting to ripen, but I'm not sure if that one's going to be good anymore. Some butternut squash I got from the store. That our butternut squash didn't do well, and I'd like to make butternut squash soup, which is really good. Our eggs, we always have tons of eggs. This basket a chicken was sitting on, so I'm gonna have to go through those ones carefully. And then over here, I'll show you. I love the strainer. This is the strainer I usually use to get out all of the vegetables like from the boiling water. I'll throw them in, blanch them, and then I'll just like scoop them out with this and let them drain a little bit and then plop them on the trays. So that is a super useful tool too. Oh yeah, and then I'll show you guys this is an apple crisp that I made out of the last bits of apples, and I use a core peeler. If the apples were, and we don't spray them, so if they were in a little better shape, I would have just cut them up and used the skins in the apple crisp too. But there were a lot of like bad spots and bugs and stuff like that, so I'm using the core peeler tool that we have. Just makes it a lot easier to see the bad spots and cut them out and stuff like that. So, and it's very fast. And that is a partially eaten one. And then I also have some peppers to do. I'll show you the bucket of those. This was outside, so the chickens got to some of these green tomatoes, so those will just get composted. But this is just hopefully still good. Some peppers, just kind of the last of the peppers. Some of them got a little frozen. These are my kimchi peppers that didn't turn red. And then I think I have some jalapenos down here. So, oh, that's a kimchi pepper. So yeah, I'll do something with those too. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video and learned some new things. I hope you're having a good end of your gardening season too. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Thanks.